Tracy, thank you. Well, for What Works Wednesday today, we want to take a look at something that might be on a lot of your Black Friday shopping list. We're talking about 4K TVs. We have the tech buyer's guru, Ari Altman, in studio today to talk to us. Ari, I'd say a couple of years ago, none of us would really want to or maybe be able to afford a 4K TV, but you're saying they're much more affordable these days.
Yeah, they really are. 4K televisions hit the market maybe in 2014. And this is a 50-inch model from Vizio. This is a brand new 2017 model that costs $600. Something like this 3 years ago would have been $2,000.
Wow.
So it was a big barrier to entry.
Oh, take me back to the beginning. What is 4K TV?
Good question. I'm glad you asked, Kathy. So 4K refers to resolution. And so a 4K television like this M50E1 from Vizio actually has 4 times the resolution of a 1080p or high definition television that a lot of people have at home. So that means it's about 4,000 pixels across and 2,000 down versus 2,000 across and 1,000 down. So it has a lot more resolution.
So it's basically way better than what you and I have.
Yeah, but if they're watching it on what I have, it doesn't look as good, right? Yeah.
Well, it's true. Viewers at home may not see the images quite like what you're seeing here in the studio. And there's another reason for that, and that is because this television has something that's really new in the past couple of years called high dynamic range, or HDR.
You see that on our cell phones too, the HDR options.
Yes,
similar to that?
Yes, so a cell phone can show that as well. And what it is much deeper colors that are possible due to a much better range of lighting. And so what you see, rather than, if you pictured a rainbow on a regular television, there'd be kind of color banding where the TV can't reproduce all the colors that your eyes can see. Well, this television can do a much better job of reproducing, say, all the colors of the rainbow, which, by the way, is a lot more than 7, for example. So what you're seeing in this display is, here, I'll ask you, how does this, just look at it and tell me, how does it look different than something you might have seen at home?
I feel, compared to what I have, and I don't know what I have at home, I couldn't tell you, but it's way more realistic when I'm watching this. The color is much more vivid.
It has more depth.
Yeah,
depth.
That's a great word.
And exactly, and the depth comes from the variation in light that it's able to produce. So I think HDR is actually more important than 4K. So people shopping this holiday season, if they're going to go try to find a TV on sale, you may not want to go for last year's model, particularly if it doesn't have HDR, because I think that's what you're going to want to have. You can get HDR content streaming through Amazon, Netflix, and other sources. You can also get new discs. I've brought a few examples, like Planet Earth 2, which is a wonderful nature documentary.
On that TV.
It would, and it's because it says right here in the box, HDR. Now you do need a new Blu-ray disc player called a 4K Blu-ray player. So that starts at around $200, probably even less over the holidays. But this really will bring nature and all your action movies and science fiction movies to life.
And Ari, I think oftentimes we have heard, wait until after the Super Bowl to get a good deal on televisions is when they start to discount them. But you're saying Black Friday would be a good time.
Black Friday is a pretty good time for getting 2017 televisions. This is a 2017 model that came out in the late spring. I think it will be discounted around Black Friday, yes.
Most of all, you're saying the HDR.
I would recommend anyone buying a new TV this year, look for HDR. It's worth investing in. It makes this picture come alive.
It's quite captivating, that marshmallow that keeps coming up. I just want to grab it and enjoy it.
Exactly.
Ari, what's your website for more information?
TechBuyersGuru.com. I do have a review of this television. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
Wonderful.
Ooh, what happened to the other half star?
Hey, nothing's perfect.
You can't give it a full 5.
Can't set the bar too high. Ari, always good to see you. Thanks for coming in.